my channel, or welcome if you are new. So here on my channel, we are going to be starting Christmas content. Today I have a Christmas home decor haul to share with you all. If you are still wanting to see fall and Halloween content, I will post some links to some videos down below in case you want to check those out. And other than that, I am going to jump right into this video. I am so excited to start sharing Christmas content with you all. I know it might be a little bit early for some, but I feel like these videos will help if you're looking for some inspiration or some ideas or anything like that. I want to try to get some things out early in case you want to pick up some of these items in store. I have been doing a lot of thrifting, so I know you won't be able to find the exact items, but maybe you can find things that are close to it. So the first item that I found were these papers or journal contents from the thrift store. I got them for $3.99, and when I seen them, I thought that these would look so pretty inside of frames and hung up on my Christmas tree. So that's my idea that I had for these. So I'm going to take them out so I can show you guys a couple of them. I do want to mention that I am going more with a vintage or antique or old-fashioned Christmas. So that's kind of like what I'm looking for from my decor. So these are some of the papers that were in here, and I thought they were so pretty. They do have two different sides, and some of them are different on each side. This one's just a cute little girl in her little Christmas outfit, and then on the back it's just the snow. This is just some Christmas flowers, and it says a Merry Christmas. And then on the back it's a little bit different. This one has a reindeer with some music notes. This one has like a nest with some eggs inside with music notes. And says 1225 with some polka dots. So those are just some of the designs that it came with, and it also came in a bigger size. So if you want to put these in maybe a bigger frame, I really love this one. This one's really nice. And there's the old-fashioned Santa Claus. There's some like snow, reindeers. So I think it's kind of the same design as the small ones, but in maybe a little bit bigger card and just a little bit different. And then it also came with these. And some of them have like the scallop edges at the bottom. So you can use them in many different ways. You can use them in scrapbooking. You can frame them like what I'm going to do. You can also add them to gifts or anything like that. So I felt like these were multi-purpose and you can use them for so many things. So that was just my idea for these. So when I went to the Dollar Tree, I ended up seeing some frames. I know they have three different designs, but I only picked up two. So I ended up picking up two of these. I think they come with four in a pack. Yes, so they come with four in a pack and they are unfinished. So you're able to paint these any color that you want. So my idea is to paint them in a brown and then add some rub and buff on them and make them look like they are gold frames. So that is just a little idea in case you see some of these paper pads at your local thrift store. I know I picked up one for Halloween also. So I do see them often at my store. And I did find a few different Christmas ones, but this one I really liked the most because I felt like it felt more of the old-fashioned Christmas. So yeah, this is just some things that I picked up, and I'm excited to do this little DIY and see how all these little frames come out for my Christmas tree this year. So the next item that I wanted to share with you all is this beautiful plate that I found at TJ Maxx. I feel like this design and the colors just scream old-fashioned vintage Christmas, and I really love it. I ended up getting this plate for $5.99, and I usually only buy one plate because I add it on top of my spice rack as a little decoration, and I just thought this was so beautiful. I feel like this paired with a gold plate holder will look so beautiful on my spice rack. So I love that the colors are not as bright. They're kind of like a muted green and red, and I thought that was just so beautiful. I'm really glad that I picked this up. So the next thing that I picked up was this candle from TJ Maxx. It's the Sand and Fog. This is one of my favorite brands, and I just picked it up in Cinnamon Noel. It smells so good. Well, this is one of the bigger candles, so I did pay $12.99 for it, but it will last me quite a while, and it just smells really good. Also, I would have really loved more of a amber glass or something like that, or a gold glass, but it's okay. If not, I can buy a little candle holder and put it over it. But yeah, I just thought this was so cute. So I did share this next item in one of my hauls a while back. I thought that I would go ahead and share it again just because this is a Christmas haul. So I ended up picking up these taper candles from Hobby Lobby for $11.99, and I think these are just so beautiful. They are not remote controlled or anything like that. They do have a wick, and they are just this beautiful green color. On camera, it's coming out really dark. It's a lot lighter than what it's showing on camera, and it just has these beautiful little gold beads all over them. So I thought these were so pretty, and when I did pick them up, they were 40% off. I thought these were just really pretty, and I think they go well with the old-fashioned Christmas. So me and my family had to travel to Waco, Texas, and while we were there, I decided to stop at a antique shop. It was so neat, you guys. They had so many good items. So if you guys are in Waco, Texas, I will leave the link down below or any information about the antique store, so maybe you guys can check it out. And while I was there, I ended up picking up this Santa bingo card. I have been wanting one of these, but it is just the Santa bingo card, and I thought this was so cute, and it just looks so vintage and rustic. But yeah, this is definitely something I wanted for my Christmas decor, so I ended up picking that up. So I did mention that I want to pick up more books that are color coded for the holidays or the seasons. And so I ended up picking up these two. I am on the hunt for more green, reds, golds, but my thrift stores have not been having no reds. I know that before fall, I did see a lot of red books, so I'm kicking myself for not picking them up. So guys, I have passed up so many items at the thrift store that I'm just like, why did I pass that up? I always do that, and then I regret not picking it up because then I think about it when I get home and I'm like, dang it, that would have looked good here or look good there. So definitely, if you see something at the thrift store and you like it, pick it up, because when you go back, more than likely it will be gone. Yeah, I ended up picking up two books, one in this beautiful gold color, and it is really worn, and I just really love the look of it. So I really love this gold book to add to my decor. And then I also picked up this beautiful green book. I'm also wanting to look for different shades of green and just not all of the same shade. And I really love the lettering to either be gold or white. I ended up picking up this one. It is just this beautiful green color, and it has the gold lettering on the side. And I just thought this was really pretty. If you don't like the really white pages, I think that maybe adding some watered down coffee on the edges of the book and then letting it dry will help darken up the pages a little bit. So I think I might try that for these books, but I ended up picking up those two. And another thing that I think goes really well with old fashioned Christmas are these old tins. I ended up finding this old little cute tin. So my idea for this is to have it open and sitting on my shelf and maybe adding some picks in here. I did pick up a basket and it came with a lot of picks inside, and it came with these greenery picks with some pine cones on them. So I think maybe like something like this in the inside. Of course, you can fix it up and things like that. And then it also came with these with some berries, but I'm kind of just giving you a little idea. But I thought this would be so cute on a shelf or something with some little picks inside, and they look so rustic, so vintage. So I am going to try and incorporate these tins into my decor this year. So the next thing that I want to share with you guys, I was so excited that I found these. I only found two of them. I wish I would have found two more because I would have loved to put them in my windows, but I only found these two, so I am going to use them in a different way this year. But if I find more at the thrift store, I would definitely pick them up. But they are just these old-fashioned Christmas candle lights that go in your windows. And I think these just scream old-fashioned 90s Christmas. I think these in the window would cast such a beautiful glow. And I was so excited when I found these. And I got both of them. I think it was two. They had them wrapped together, and I got both of them for $1. So that was a really good deal. So another thing that I found were some Christmas cards. So this Christmas card doesn't have any writing, so this would be so beautiful inside of a frame. I ended up picking this up in a really big pack of cards. Out of all of the cards, these were the only ones that I felt like would match with the decor that I'm going with. So let me show you guys. So I like to keep the ones or find cards that don't have much writing on them. because I feel like they're easier to frame. I just kept all of these from the bag that I ended up thrifting, and I thought they were so pretty, and I am excited to add these inside a picture frame. So the next thing that I did pick up were some picture frames. I ended up picking up two of them from the thrift store. They were, I think, $2 each. So I wanted more gold in my picture frame, so I ended up picking up this one. And then I also ended up picking up this one. And I just feel like paired with these cards are just going to be so beautiful in the inside. And I can't wait to style them. And yeah, I'm so excited. So if you guys ever see any Christmas cards that don't have any writing on them, or that you feel like, oh wow, that would look pretty inside of a frame, definitely give it a try. I think it's such a good idea. So the next two items I wanted to share are some baskets. I really have been into baskets lately. And every time I see a cute basket, I want to pick it up, even though I know I probably have enough and I need to stop. But I just couldn't pass up these two baskets. And it is just this beautiful basket that came with this beautiful green and burgundy color around it, and I loved it because of the bells. I thought that was such a cute touch for this basket. It also came with all this little greenery inside. I didn't know if I was going to keep it, but I just left it in here. Yeah, so I ended up getting this for $2, and I thought that was a really good deal. I just thought this basket was so cute, and I just had to pick it up. So in my last video, I did mention that I was on the hunt for one of the items that I wanted to use in my Christmas decor. And I was at Home Goods, and when I seen this, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So this is kind of like a chest, and it is more on the cheaper side because it is more of like that paper. You can see it's not like perfect, but it's okay. It's perfect for what I needed it for. It is more of a vintage chest. It has more of the vintage Santa, reindeers, the coloring, things like that. Even though you're not going to really see the top of the chest, I really did like it because I can also use it to store things away. Or if ever one day I didn't want to use it, how I'll be using it this year, I can use it by showing also the picture. The sleigh does have pink on it, so that's one thing that I wasn't too sure of, but I just decided just to pick it up anyways. And also the sides do have these more like rope handles, but I will show you guys my idea for that. And then it did come with a little buckle in the front, so I really like the color of the buckle. So my idea is to have this chest opened. So this is the color of the chest. I thought this was so pretty, and I feel like it looks so antique with everything that I'm going to put in here and style in here. You will only be able to see like a little bit of pops of the gold back here in the back. So my idea is to change out these rope handles. And the other day when I went to the thrift store, I ended up finding these, I guess they're like suspenders, but I ended up finding them for $1.99. So let me grab them really quick. And they are like a faux leather. And so I thought, how cool would it be to maybe cut these up and then have them here on the side. So let me turn that over. So my idea for these were to maybe cut these up and have them as handles. I did want to maybe color them a little bit darker so they are more of a darker brown. I thought, hey, maybe that's a good idea and a way to add some kind of like leather handles to this little chest. And then the last thing that I picked up, it's nothing exciting, but it's something that I had been wanting for a really long time. And when I was at the thrift store a while back, I ended up telling my husband that I had really wanted one of those little push buttons that you can put on the back of your tree, because where we put our tree, I kind of have to reach all the way back there, and sometimes it's a pain in the butt. So I told my husband I really want one of those little push buttons this year that I can just easily tap with my foot and turn the tree on. So I ended up finding one at the thrift store. It is just one of these little push buttons that you just push on and off with your foot. I thought this was such a good deal, and it's crazy that I was looking for one and I ended up finding it at the thrift store. So these are just some of the items that I picked up this year to use in my Christmas decor, and I am so excited to see how everything comes out. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions or comments about anything, don't forget to leave them down in the comments below. And other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!